Alright, I'm going to do a blind LP of Pit Lems. I've taken a cursory look at a few of the levels. I don't really know what to expect. Also, I have noticed that this pack does have no custom music, unfortunately, so I'm just going to be playing other music in the background with a YouTube playlist. Okay, we have no scroller text. That's something. We have LOL, ROFL, WTF, OMFG, and FML for the rank names. Okay. I've already set up the options and everything, so hopefully this should just work. The Art of Destruction. Oftentimes, you'll find yourself having to remove terrain in order to get to your goal. These skills will help do this for you. Be careful which one to use when. Apparently we're sticking to just classic skills. No fencer. Alright, we're only allowed to lose one, which would clearly be the bomber. Let's try using it here. And... let's see here, I could hear... but if I'm not careful, then dudes are gonna run over here and drown. For the first level, this isn't a total joke. Can I mine through this piece? Yes, I can. Okay. Good first level, it's not a total joke. And that post-level jingle's still a bit loud, but what can you do? Being creative. Several skills can create terrain to cross gaps, hold lemmings back, or break their falls. Oftentimes, you might have to use several of them in succession. Okay, got plenty of gaps to cross, and we got stoner. Okay. Well, let's see. If we use a stacker here, somebody is immediately going to die. But if we use a stoner, then we still have a death, so might as well use the stoner so that I can save the stacker for a time when it might actually be useful. I'll have to build out of there later. Okay, but from the looks of it, I need to... I see a problem here. Kinda need a builder to get out of this. Okay, we're just gonna have to do some stacker shenanigans at the beginning to ensure nobody dies. Not correct. Kind of harsh for the first... wrong. Stop it. Kind of harsh for the first level. There we go. Now we got 2 platformers and 2 builders to deal with this nonsense. It's nowhere near enough. Unless you're expecting us to use the other platformer here. And then 2 stairs can get up here. And then this is... okay, we'll have to use the stoner there. To make sure that it's not splat height. Stop it! I am terrible at judging 2 staircases. Okay, these are already getting hard. I mean, like, for early levels, these are tough. I mean, I suppose that's interesting, but my cursory glance didn't reveal how hard these were going to be. Dead limbs tell no tales. Some skills require you to sacrifice a lemming, killing it once the task has been performed. So don't be too greedy with these, but don't be too hesitant to use them either. Kill you, and looks like we're just gonna have to bomb through all of this too. Bomb through the bucket. Bop. 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 And go through these. And this. See, compared to the last one, this level's way easier. I mean, it's totally obvious where everything needs to go. Here we need to make a stoner bridge. My its! And blow up under the trap, and there we go. Not too bad. Athletic Aesthetics. Several skills are permanent. A lemming, text slightly cut off, with several of these skills is called an athlete. Lemmings can also enter levels with such permanent skills pre-assigned to them. The challenge, however, will often be to get different types of athletes each to their respective right spots.
Let's go.
That's a lot of traps. Well. Okay, these guys are not athletes. We just have... See, there's a whole bunch of traps here. We can use disarmers to get rid of those. Exit there. You can climb up to here. Well, let's start by having a disarmer go. Clearly, we are not going to send anybody else along there while the disarmer's doing his work. That would be a death sentence. So we're going to block that off. We don't have a platformer, which is odd. I would have thought that we would. We have 2 stair builders instead. I don't see how stair builders are going to get us across this hole. They're not. We do have 8 walkers. This pack is turning out harder than I thought it would be. I mean, it's wasting no time in getting difficult. See, that's going to take way too long for the disarmer to get his work done. So we can't let other guys go back there unless we use walkers to turn them around, but we can only get 2 guys down here safely, the swimmer and the glider. I haven't found an intro to I haven't found this song in a spot that doesn't have the friggin' intro sound. This is gonna go nowhere. You can't build across this hole anyway, so what's the point? I don't know, maybe an LP if this isn't such a good idea. I think it might be too hard. Yeah, I think it's probably going to end up being too hard. Because we've entered level 4 and I'm already getting stuck. Okay, got it. This level was absurdly complicated. I have no idea why it's level 4. That's ridiculous, but it's basically a matter of stalling as in the correct way as long as you can. It's pretty monstrous, really. So I swim the swimmer and the glider out. I have to set the wall here because I've run out of resources to use over here. And then it's a matter of just stalling as long as you can so the disarmor can finish his work. Yeah, that one was really hard. Don't know what it was doing there. Also, don't know why you have a floater, but whatever. Okay, blocking all over the world. There are many different ways to turn lemmings around. You have used several of them to master this level.
Let's go.
I see you've just casually introduced the fencer. Yeah, the laser trap from the fire set actually works pretty well here. I like how you actually hit it behind a steel piece. That's cool. Okay, let's see if we can get a stacker out before anybody sneaks past. Okay, we are allowed to lose 3 dudes, so... Well, we might as well use the double bomber turnaround here. That's not good. I have a feeling you did that with the release rate on purpose. Ha! I fence at nothing to waste time. There we go, that deals with that side. And that deals with that side. Much easier than the previous level, though still kind of tricky. Actually, we didn't have to nuke you. In fact, we kind of have to save you. Let's not nuke you. There we go. On the fence. The fencer is special in that it's the only destructive skill which moves upwards. He says that as he casually introduced it in the previous level. Then again, it was just a stalling skill. Can you solve this level effectively using only a single skill?
Let's go.
Let's find out. Doesn't seem like terrain that's really effective for fencers. But we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, well, this is clearly asking for death. I can only see sadness if we go to the left side, so don't see how that's gonna help anything. Then again, I don't see how this is going to help anything either. If these are meant to be tutorial levels, they're really hard for tutorial levels! And we seem to be at an impasse. Unless we have some way of letting only one guy through so that he can, you know, build a passage over here. But if all we have is fencers, then how do? Can we use one fencer to cut another one off? No, they kind of just fence in tandem. We somehow need to get a single scout over here, but just one guy. The only way I can see to do that is to do something like this. There we go. Now we've got our scout. Next thing we need to do is turn him around. Now release these guys. Except turning him around at that spot was probably not correct. I'm going to turn him around like that, so that he, doesn't block the path entirely. You are really busting out the stops on this one. This is really hard. I was kind of expecting to be able to beat more than like 5 or 6 levels on the first video, but dang.